Welcome back, everybody, to Magnolia on Money, where we discuss everything financial from the economy to retirement. I'm Ed Cox with Magnolia Wealth, and today I wanted to discuss the debt ceiling. It appears that the House and Senate have passed the law, and it is headed to the president's desk to sign off and put that into law. So I wanted to go back and see how have markets responded a little bit before these deals and then what's happened after the deals were actually done. So I went back and looked at the last few and pulled that information for you so we can look at that today. The other thing I do want to remind everybody that you should have received or be receiving in the mail soon is your newsletter for this month. We send that out every other month, but this is one of the months that it comes. And inside there is our annual summer tomato basket giveaway where we have Slocum tomatoes. And if you'll call and reserve those so we know how many we need to get, and that will help us out. So be sure to call in and talk to anybody here. Just tell them your name, and we'll put you on the list. So let's dive in. All right, so I went back. This is and probably a lot of you will remember this time period. This was, I just pulled the full year, January 1st of 2011 through December 31st of 2011. You can see here what happened here. This is when we were downgraded. If y'all remember when there was a debt ceiling fight going on between the Republicans and Democrats, and they ended up not passing it, pushing that can down the road. The market took a really big downturn and stayed really very volatile through the summer and heading into fall, where they finally got a deal done, and you can see how the market responded. But this was a pretty scary times. That they really pushed this can down the road for a good while and let we got downgraded as our debt was downgraded. But we came out of it, and we've made it fine from there. But just wanted to show you, this is what happened before that time period. We had a major downturn during that year when we realized there was no deal going to get done in time. And then you've got when the deal was done and how the market rebounded pretty fast. And that deal was done, actually got it done 1st of October back in 2011. Then we have the next one after that was in 13. Really not a whole lot of fuss in this debt ceiling debate. This was ended up being a pretty good year in the market. We don't see a lot of volatility before, and you can see the deal was done in May. So there really was not a whole lot of time of back and forth. They got the deal done and we moved forward. So, after the deal was done, it did well, but I don't know if this really shows us a whole lot about what to expect from most of these scenarios, because this was one that was, really not a debt deal that drug on and on into the year. And then we have this year. I guess this year kind of shows us, and we don't know how it ends. That's what we want to see, how this year ends and how much impact this debt deal will have. The red lines, I should have said that earlier, but the red lines kind of represent it's hard to get it exact, but around the time of the year when the debt deal was done. So you can see when the deal was done there. And then we pretty much knew that a deal was going to be reached the end of last month. We didn't know what it would look like, but we felt pretty good. And so you can see how the market has responded since then. It's up pretty big today. But we'll see how the year ends and how this plays out. But really what I want to know, look at is, since 2011, most of the debt talks and debt ceiling debates have really not amounted to a whole lot of factoring into the market. So it really hasn't factored in a whole lot. as you can see in 2013, there was not a big deal. Actually, in 2021, there was another debt discussion that went on, and they had to raise the debt limit. Market really didn't price in a whole lot there. So it appears that the American investor is really kind of confident that they're going to get a deal done. You can see here there's not a whole lot of major downturns. I mean, there's a little bit of volatility as always in the market, but nothing major in the market happened. There was a lot of scared people, and rightly so, that they wouldn't get a deal done, but the market was always pricing in that it would happen. So, I think that maybe gives us a little bit of clarity that it seems like in the last, I'd say since 2011, that the market's really pricing in during these debt limit debates that they're going to get a deal done, and we're not seeing the market really take any major downturns. And really we see the market doing fairly well after a deal is reached. So hopefully that will happen this year. We'll see. We'll continue to monitor that as we go forward. But once again, don't forget to call in and reserve your tomato baskets. And as always, God bless. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.